The Whitworth Hall, with seating for over 1,000, is used for large gatherings and university ceremonials, such as the conferment of degrees. The degree ceremony opens with a procession led by 2 students carrying wands with lictors' badges. These badges were presented to the university in 1926 by Thomas Brown and Sons. The serpent is the crest of the Duke of Devonshire, the first president of Owens College. The rising sun is pure symbolism for growing enlightenment, leading to the Latin inscription Arduus ad solem, striving to the sun. An alternative northern translation might be, you don't get out for nout. The Latin inscription on the other badge is Honestas optima politia. Honesty is the best policy. The group following the leaders consists of representatives from the Committee of Convocation, teaching and administrative staff of the university, and heads of halls of residence. Convocation is the body of university graduates and current academic staff. A second group, led by student stewards carrying wands, follows with representatives from Court, the supreme governing body of the university, and Senate, the academic body responsible for exams, teaching and research. Also in this group are the academics who will present the graduands for their awards. Next in the procession comes a student bearing the mace, which is made of solid silver. The main body of the head is decorated in applied gold, with the arms of the university. Of the former Victoria University, Owens College Manchester, University College Liverpool and Yorkshire College Leeds, and the City of Manchester. Busy bees, a feature of the crest of the Manchester City Arms, and the double rose, representing the Union of Lancaster and York, are also applied in gold. The serpent from the Duke of Devonshire's arms completes Mr. Leslie Durbin's design of the mace. The mace bearer leads the Vice-Chancellor, or one of the Pro-Vice-Chancellors, who is the presiding officer of the ceremony and who will present the degrees on behalf of the university. The procession is completed by the Registrar, or his representative. All the students taking part in the procession are volunteers from the university student body. The ceremony closes with the Latin quotation Salva sit universitas, nostra Mancuniensis, hoc precantis consugamus, which translates to, Long live our University of Manchester. So saying, let us stand.
Ladies and gentlemen and graduands, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees. For those of you waiting to receive your degrees, it's a very important day, because it is a day when we give public recognition to the effort, the commitment, and the determination that have brought you academic success. You're all graduating with degrees in engineering. Manchester University is highly unusual in having a faculty of science and engineering which unites those two broad academic areas. It's much more usual in the English university system for there to be separate faculties of science and of engineering. The great academic advantage of a combined faculty is that it brings together within one organisational structure a number of different but related disciplines, making possible valuable cross-fertilisation between such subjects as civil engineering and earth sciences, electrical engineering and computer science, mechanical engineering and psychology. But it's not only at faculty level that we have integration. Those of you who registered as undergraduate students 3 or 4 years ago registered in one of 4 different departments: aeronautical, civil, electrical, or mechanical engineering. During the course of your studies here, those departments have been integrated into one school of engineering. This is an organisational change which reflects the changing nature of engineering in the world outside the university. At one time, it would have been possible for, say, a civil engineer to work without having any professional contact with a mechanical engineer. But now the distinctions between the different engineering disciplines are much more blurred. So, whether you are civil, mechanical, or aeronautical engineers, you're all likely to find yourselves working with electronic control systems, for example, whether you're joining the components of a bridge or controlling the wings and rudder of a modern fly-by-wire aircraft. For this reason, the Engineering Council has welcomed the formation of our Integrated School of Engineering because it provides a firm foundation for your professional lives. Another way in which some of you have broadened your education and enhanced your value to potential employers is by taking degree programs that have included a year of study in Europe or Japan, or a year on an industrial placement in Britain. A number of you have just completed postgraduate study in a range of branches of engineering. As graduate students, you have developed a high level of specialist expertise, and you've acquired those skills of research and scientific inquiry which will enable you to play a key role in your profession in the future. Those of you who have come from overseas to study here will be taking home with you knowledge, skills, and understanding which you will be able to use for the benefit of your own societies and peoples. Today's ceremony has a dual focus. It is a university celebration, because today you join that vast body of people throughout the world who are graduates of the University of Manchester. Those of us who work in the university are very conscious that the university is not its buildings, splendid though some of them, like this Whitworth Hall, are. Rather, it is its collective endeavour, its traditions and its vision, its scholars past and present. We recognise the role of our graduates within the wider university by having an alumni association, which you are all warmly invited to join. In this country, there are branches in Manchester, London, and elsewhere. The international standing of the university is reflected in the fact that we have overseas alumni associations too, in countries as far apart as Greece and Singapore. Every May, the association produces a magazine called Manchester Graduate, which contains articles about former students, as well as information about events and reunions. Many of you will have been fortunate enough to make good friendships while you've been here in Manchester, and joining the Alumni Association is one way to keep in touch after you graduate. I've said that it's a university celebration, and we mark that with due pomp and ceremony, with organ music and mace bearer, with a stately procession and the full panoply of academic dress. But it is an individual celebration too. For that reason, each of you will be presented individually by name. That's quite different from some degree ceremonies, where students are presented in batches of 5 or more. There the focus is on the class of '96, rather than on individual achievement. As I shake hands with you and congratulate you individually, you will receive the recognition of applause from those who have taught you and from the family, friends, and partners who have encouraged and sustained you. And that leaves me to say a word to those of you who are our guests today. By your encouragement, support, and understanding, you have contributed substantially to the achievement of our graduands. Postgraduate research particularly often produces in the student a sense of isolation, of ploughing a lonely furrow. Also, because the timescale is long and the direction of the work may shift and change, it's not unusual for research students to find it hard to see how, and indeed whether, they will ever present a satisfactory thesis. By reading the acknowledgements in countless theses, I have come to the conclusion that a sense of indebtedness to family and friends is the norm rather than the exception. Certainly, the acknowledgement is often the most heartfelt part of the whole work. So, as teachers of those who are about to graduate, we too are grateful for the support that you have given them. And now, graduands, as we come to the presentation of the degrees you have worked for so long, I know that my colleagues will join with me in offering to all those of you here today, and to those who can't be here and who receive their degrees in absentia, the university's warmest congratulations and its best wishes for your future success and happiness.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Zaid Abbas Nasser Al-Kafaji.
Congratulations.
Abdel Karim Al-Raudan.
Congratulations.
Stephen Cafferty.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Julian Edward Chance.
Julian, congratulations.
Lin Kong.
Congratulations.
Stephen Rodney Compson.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Christopher Garrick. Paul Sebastian Holmes.
Congratulations, Paul.
Bobby Patrick James.
Mr. James. Congratulations.
Graham Manson,
Congratulations, Graham.
Douglas Daniel McKiernan,
Congratulations.
Nicholas David Sellers,
Congratulations, Nicholas.
Jin Min Song,
Wayne, congratulations.
Govat Van Eck,
Dr. Wannick, congratulations.
Anne Wang,
Congratulations.
Matthew Alexander West,
Matthew, congratulations.
Matthew Robert Yardley,
Congratulations, Matthew.
and for the degree of Master of Science in the Faculty of Science and Engineering, Cyprian Otutu Alozi,
Congratulations.
Michael Gerard Geary,
Michael, congratulations.
Stephen Andrew Jackson,
Congratulations, Stephen.
Mark Timothy Johnson,
Congratulations, Mark.
Douglas John Martin,
Douglas, well done.
Shabir Nazar,
Shabir, is that right? Congratulations.
Harmjeet Kaur Nazran,
Andrew, well done. Congratulations.
Budiono Kurniawan Saputra,
Congratulations.
Samir Zaki,
Congratulations.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering, with honours in aerospace engineering, enhanced and extended. Stephen John Burns.
Congratulations, Stephen.
George Hilbert.
Well done, George.
Graham Philip Hornsby.
Congratulations.
Matthew Thomas Johnson.
Well done, Matthew.
Michelle Ann McFarlane.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Hui Ping Thien.
Congratulations.
Paul David Westhead. Walter Alexander Bauman.
Congratulations.
Greg Doherty. Jonathan Matthew Drake.
Jonathan,
Matthew
congratulations.
Thomas Durant.
Well done, Matthew.
James Rohan Granger. Jean-Pierre Hilbert. Edward Samuel John Holmes.
Congratulations.
Suresh Kumar Kannan. Soma Mansour.
Congratulations.
Jonathan Michael McCurlin. Mark Richard Roberts. Sarah
Congratulations, Mark.
Judith Chill.
Well done.
Nita Batt. Simon Charles Lampert.
Congratulations. Well done, Simon.
Anthony Sakalaropoulos. Karen Scory.
Well done.
And for the degree of Master of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering with honours in Aerospace Materials Engineering, Andrew Murray Myers.
Congratulations.
Asad Iqbal Chowdhury.
Well done.
Andrew David Darcy.
Congratulations.
Abdul Khalik Shah.
Andrew, congratulations.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering with honours in Aerospace Engineering, Nilton Wei Tung Chan.
Congratulations.
David James Grindle. Benjamin Michael Jones. Stephen John Knowles.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Peter William Lewis.
Congratulations, Peter.
Richard Jeffrey G.
Congratulations, Richard.
Jeremy Mark Bird.
Congratulations, Ron.
Edward James Bowes. Edward James Carter. James Lewis Edwards.
Congratulations, James.
Guy Fitzpatrick Hart.
Well done.
Diane Lindsay Hogg.
Well done.
Young Yu Chiao.
Congratulations.
Andrew Paul Kelly.
Congratulations.
Hick
Alex.
Man Lau.
Congratulations.
Chia En Lee.
Congratulations.
Mark Stewart Nottridge.
Well done, Mark.
Justin James Richard Roberts.
Congratulations, Justin.
Dyson Jeremy Watkins. Zoe Barler.
Well done.
Matthew Langley Gawler.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Alexander Sasha Krasnik.
Alexander, congratulations.
Geordie Mendes.
Well done.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering with honours in Civil Engineering Integrated European Programme, Tarit Paul Mitra.
Congratulations.
Jonathan Chong Fai Tong.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Michael James Volkmer.
Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
And for the degree of Master of Engineering with honours in Structural Engineering with Architecture, Integrated European Programme, Andrew David Buckley.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Laura Kelly. James Grant Longwill.
Congratulations,
and for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Master of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering and at UMIST, with honours in Civil Engineering, Christopher Mark Buckley.
Congratulations, Christopher.
Susan Margaret Carter.
Congratulations, Susan.
Douglas William Cutmore.
Congratulations, Douglas.
Mark Lewis Jenkins.
Congratulations.
Rakesh Kalyan. Robert John Moggan.
Congratulations, Richard.
Christopher John Parker.
Christopher, well done.
Alan Paul Richards.
Congratulations,
Mark Eric Wright. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering with honours in Civil Engineering, Si Kwong Au.
Congratulations.
Eve Henry Shoppy.
Congratulations.
Stefan Madog Hughes.
Well done, Stefan.
Christakis Onisiforu.
Congratulations, Christakis.
Michael David Ball.
Well, Michael, congratulations.
Richard John Childs.
Congratulations, Richard.
Lee David Coverley.
Congratulations.
Tobias Hurst.
Tobias, well done.
Stuart Nicholas Hyde.
Congratulations, Stuart.
Asif Neki.
Well done.
Patrick Francis Sheehan. Carl John Wood.
That's nice. Congratulations.
San Yik Yong.
Congratulations.
Masood Ahmed.
Thank you, well done.
Fang Ling Veronica Chia.
I call you Veronica. Congratulations. Thank you.
Kin Mun Chu.
Congratulations.
Efthymios Gavanas.
Congratulations.
Ezul Kahar Haji Johan.
Congratulations.
Gary Nicholas Jones.
Congratulations.
Howard Keeble.
Oh, congratulations.
Kevin Keithley.
Well done, Kevin.
Audrey Yat Ming Liu.
Congratulations.
Mark McGleenan.
Well done.
Matthew James Rees.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Robert John Rees.
Congratulations.
Jonathan Mark Sharrett.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Suet Ha Stephanie Sin.
Stefan, congratulations.
Robin Sporn.
Well done, Robin.
Simon John Tucker.
Congratulations, Simon.
Joseph Burnell. Richard Lee Gibbons.
Congratulations, Richard.
Jonathan William McIver.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Hugh Edward Saunders.
Congratulations, Hugh.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Structural Engineering with Architecture, Kay Louise Fisher.
Congratulations, Kay.
John Lee Linnell.
Well done, Tom.
Stephen Paul de Jong.
Congratulations.
Mark Stephen Gould.
Congratulations, Mitch.
Michael Vincent Hassan.
Michael, congratulations.
James Graham Midling.
Congratulations, James.
Raymond William Bell.
Congratulations.
Simon James Crowe.
Well done, Simon.
And James Richard Schofield.
Congratulations.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering with honours in Electronic Systems Engineering, Integrated Japanese Programme, Simon Wayne McManus.
Congratulations, Simon.
And for the degree of Master of Engineering with honours in Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Integrated European Programme, Thomas Malcolm Chapman.
Congratulations, please.
Neil O'Connor.
Yeah, congratulations.
Daniel John Wiper.
Congratulations, Daniel.
Giles F. Gillison.
Well done.
Graham Ridley Hayes.
Congratulations.
James Michael Plimmer.
Congratulations, James.
Grenville Reuben Huggett.
Grenville, congratulations.
And for the degree of Master of Engineering with honours in Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Integrated Japanese Programme, Job Cleopa Messiah.
Okay, congratulations.
And for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Master of Engineering with honours in Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Matthew David Burden.
Thank you, congratulations.
Simon Edward Martin.
Congratulations, Simon.
Daniel Patrick Murphy.
Congratulations, Daniel.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Electronic Engineering, Sanjay Bitab.
Congratulations, Sanjay.
Anand Ramesh Budev.
Congratulations.
Hong Git Chia. Michael Evans.
Congratulations, Michael.
Annie Pushplata.
Well done, Annie. Congratulations.
Wei Ki Si.
Congratulations.
Nigel James Deacon.
Well done.
Gregory Robbie Ellison.
Congratulations, Gregory.
Ravi Tekchandani.
Congratulations.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Electronic Systems Engineering, David Williams.
Congratulations, David.
Philip Mulligan.
Congratulations, Philip.
Keith Watson Williams.
Congratulations, Keith.
Martin Ridian Bryce.
Martin, congratulations.
Paul Dawkins.
Congratulations, Paul.
Andrew Luke Jordan.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Louise Claire Moore.
Congratulations, Louise.
Jean-Louis Michael Pelle.
Congratulations.
Abdul Kawi Abdul Rahman.
Andrew, congratulations.
Alexander French.
Alex, congratulations.
Richard Matthews.
Congratulations, Richard.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Chun On Chu.
Congratulations.
Philip James Merewood.
Congratulations, Philip.
Ehikioya Osei Peter Ami.
Congratulations.
Kok Yong Ong.
Congratulations.
James Kin Wai Sao.
Well done.
Han Ki Ang.
Congratulations.
Boon Hui Cheng.
Congratulations.
Quan Wei Chung.
Congratulations.
Chi Kin Chu.
Congratulations.
David Michael Courtney.
Well done, David.
Bassi Essien.
Congratulations.
Nicholas Howroyd.
Congratulations, Nicholas.
Boniface Cabasso.
Congratulations.
Ching Ching Lee.
Congratulations.
John Graham Malkin.
Congratulations.
Cao Wei Niagao.
Congratulations.
Tuan Cheng Po.
Well done.
Philip Andrew Sampson.
Congratulations, Philip.
Dominic James Saul.
Congratulations, Philip.
Shek Cheong Yip.
Congratulations.
Mohammed Amri Abdurrahman.
Mohammed, congratulations.
Jonathan Richard Henry Arkle.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Graham James Bradley.
Graham, well done.
Paula Caddick.
Congratulations.
Kanang Chiramani.
Congratulations.
David Robert Clark.
Congratulations, David.
Benjamin Richard Cooling.
Well done.
Robert Guy Hartshorn.
Congratulations, David.
James Grant Hook.
James, well done.
Athia Jaffa Hussain.
Congratulations.
Rajiv Karani.
David, congratulations.
Neil Tony Larkins.
Congratulations, Will.
Hossam McDodd.
Congratulations.
Paul Richard Milgate.
Well done, Paul.
Martin James Pearson.
Congratulations, Martin.
Andrew Peddy.
Andy, well done.
Narottam Rai Ramu.
Congratulations.
Philip David Royal.
Congratulations, Philip.
Stephen Paul Sandals.
Congratulations, Stephen.
James Richard Timothy Shacklock.
James, well done.
Kwan Ho Tse.
Congratulations.
Mark Raymond Williams.
Congratulations, Mark.
Tony Ellis.
Congratulations, Tony.
Thomas Dylan Evans.
James, congratulations.
Christopher Raymond Howells.
Christopher, well done.
Guy Scott Buchanan Jones. Gemma Marie MacDonald.
Congratulations.
Ahmad Muniyazid Muhammad Manawir.
Congratulations.
Scott Raymond Roberts.
Scott, well done.
Michael James Wood.
Congratulations, Michael.
Khan Yagichi.
Well done.
Madam Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Engineering in the Faculty of Science and Engineering, with honours in Mechanical Engineering Integrated European Programme, Phong Lam.
Congratulations.
Rene Javier Moreno Massi.
Congratulations.
Duncan James Mallord.
Congratulations, Duncan.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Mechanical Engineering, Richard James House.
Congratulations, Richard.
Carl Robert Johnson.
Congratulations, Carl.
Timothy William Preston.
Thank you, well done.
Francis Keng Peng Kwak.
Congratulations, Francis.
Owen Daniel Barwick.
Congratulations, Owen.
Chung Ching Albert Chan.
Well done.
David Michael Crosby.
Congratulations, David.
Chun Chet Gan.
Congratulations.
Nicholas Garvin.
Congratulations, Nicholas.
Lai Fong Ip.
Congratulations.
Ian Jevons.
Congratulations, Ian.
Dimitris Karathanos.
Beatrice, congratulations.
Sarah Louise Lowe.
Well done, Sarah.
Kabimba Nairenda.
Belinda, well done.
Nicholas David Smale.
Congratulations, Nicholas.
Giles Christopher Wheeler.
Well done, Giles.
Richard Bain.
Congratulations, Richard.
Nitin Srinivas Kotian.
Peter, congratulations.
Nicholas Malcolm Ledger.
Nicholas, well done.
Razak Malik.
Congratulations.
Neil O'Connor.
Congratulations, Neil.
Loren Razak.
Congratulations.
Daniel Vinal.
Congratulations, Daniel.
Lynn Williams.
Congratulations, Lynn.
Martin Giles Bradbrook.
Congratulations, Martin.
David Christopher Mortimer.
Congratulations, David.
Andrew Ian Thompson.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Daniel Stang.
Congratulations, Daniel.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Nuclear Engineering, Philip Magnus Brayley.
Congratulations, Philip.
Salva sit Universitas Nostra Mancuniensis, hoc precantes consurgamus.
So now you're leaving the university and going out into the world. All of us in the university wish you the very best of luck. We're sure that you'll do really well. When you graduate, as you've just done, you automatically join a body of graduates called Convocation. Through Convocation and through the programme of events organised by the Alumni Officer, you'll be able to keep in touch with us and, we hope, share with us news of your progress. From time to time, the university publishes Manchester Graduate, which will tell you what's happening within the university, what's new, what's going on, how we're changing, how we're keeping up with the times, and how some of your contemporaries are faring. Now more than ever, one of the most important parts of the university consists of its graduates, taking forward the name of the university along with their own achievements in every country of the world. Do keep in touch with your colleagues and your teachers, with your hall or with your department. We value that link, and we hope you will too. And now the world awaits you. We wish you every success and happiness in the years ahead.